capacity crowd just filing in for an extraordinary event this week on Championship Wrestling. Hello, everyone. This is Vince McMahon along with Tony Gurria, and the fans are indeed ready for action. Ready for the likes of B. Brian Blair. I wonder if they're going to be ready for Nikolai Volkov.
Nikolai Volkov, a return to the World Wrestling Federation. A very, very powerful man, Vince, from Russia, I believe.
Yes, indeed, managed by Mr. Freddie Blassie, plus Roddy Piper will also join us in Piper's Pit, and also many other greats to be on hand.
It's going to be a great hour of wrestling this week, Vince, and I'm sure the fans out there won't want to miss it.
Speaking of great, we have Big John Studd, a big monster of a man if there ever was one, plus I'm certain of a few surprises. We'll begin the matches when we return in just a few moments.
Test is scheduled. First of all, allow me to introduce the manager, Fred Blassie, and his protege from Russia, weighing 313 pounds, Nikolai Volkov.
He is a monster, Nikolai Volkov.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I have been asked by Mr. Blassie on behalf of Mr. Volkov for you all to rise as Mr. Volkov will now sing the Russian national anthem.
Give me a break.
Pennsylvania, weighing 238 pounds, SD Special Delivery Jones.
What a matchup this is going to be. Oh my, SD Jones against Nikolai Volkov. SD, big, powerful man, pitting his skills against those of an even larger and perhaps more powerful Nikolai Volkov. And if Volkov sings as well as he wrestles, I think SD Jones will defeat him for sure.
I think you're right there, Vince. It's going to be an interesting match. SD has got the fans behind him.
Volkov locking up with SD Jones now, and Volkov asserts himself. Surprisingly so.
A lot of strength coming out of Volkov there. SD some 250, 260 pounds. Puts him right off.
Volkov, one of the most powerful men in professional wrestling.
Certainly in good shape as Volkov. At about 315 pounds, at about 6'5", I would say.
Even bigger, I would suggest. Tough to tell from here. SD now locking up with him. Top wrist lock.
Got that applied well. He's got that. Oh, look at this one.
Volkov and SD in a real test of strength here, but into the rope. Referee asking for the break. Ooh, forearm to the side of the head. Volkov with a headbutt. Volkov, side headlock with a chop down to SD Jones.
SD's in a bad position right here, and Volkov nailing SD in the kidney area of the back. Now Volkov going to the choke.
No manners. Why didn't it? No manners. Freddie Blassie. We're ill-bred. That's right. Ill-bred. You see me stand at attention? I was saluting the Russian. Freddie Blassie. Still upset because no one stood at attention, but SD Jones is standing at attention now. Down to SD with a left hand. Volkov backing off now, touching his throat. Headbutt by Volkov, nicely done. Ooh, my.
Volkov laying all his weight on SD's back there.
Look at the shoulder and chest development on Nikolai Volkov.
He must have about a 65-inch chest. It's huge.
Look at the shoulders on him. Volkov staying behind. That's a chokehold, Tony, isn't it?
That's close to it. If it's not, the referee seems to think it's all right. He's checking it. Oh, it's okay.
Sure, the elbow comes up off the chest a little bit when the referee comes around.
We've seen that come up onto the chin.
Back to the standing position now. SD, look at this. SD trying to power his way out of this. SD Jones bending the wrist back. SD now staying inside. I think he has him. SD and Nikolai Volkov. It looked like Volkov grabbed an ear. Volkov reaching around the side of the head appeared as though he grabbed an ear of SD Jones. Jesse the Body Ventura, scheduled to join us later on this week. You can bet the Polish power, Ivan Putski, will be watching that matchup very closely. This capacity crowd thus far. Getting right behind SD. Shoulder block, and down goes the big Russian. SD off the rope again. Oh, Volkov. Oh. Nikolai stomping into the chest. Great chokehold. Referee puts the count on Nikolai. Here, trying to bring SD, trying to encourage him to come back around. Oh, left hand. SD with another one. And another one. The Russian backing up. Headbutt by SD. SD Jones now takes the big 300-pound Russian for the ride. Moves down a little bit late. Volkov gets a running start. A kick right into the back. And another one. Nikolai Volkov with SD Jones scoops him up very easily. What's he gonna? Oh, look at that! Unbelievable strength. Volkov with SD Jones. He's choking him on the one hand, drops him down, covers him, hooks the leg, and Nikolai victorious. Blassie congratulating Nikolai Volkov.
The winner of this match, Nikolai Volkov.
Nikolai Volkov, who certainly proved indeed that he can wrestle one heck of a lot better than he can sing. Volkov on the victory as we go back and take a look at the replay now. Here. This, Tony, takes awesome power.
It certainly does. That's SD weighing about 260 pounds, and it's not dead weight, it's live weight, and it's very hard to do. Brings him down with a backbreaker right across the knee.
Nikolai Volkov with a very impressive victory over one of the top competitors in the World Wrestling Federation, Special Delivery Jones.
All right, Federation action coming up in just a moment or two. By the way, first of all, a happy Labor Day weekend to the fans here in Southern California. World Wrestling Federation swings to the fabulous Forum in Inglewood on Wednesday night, September the 19th. And what a card, ladies and gentlemen, indeed. A title defense for the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan. The challenger from Coronado, California, Jesse the Body Ventura. There is a new ladies champion. Her name, Wendy Richter. Her title defense against former champion, now challenger, a legend, the Fabulous Moolah. Six-man tag, it's going to be something else. Adonis Murdoch and Captain Lou Albano to meet the Wild Samoans, plus Mil Mascaris. Also on that card, a former world champion. His name is the Iron Sheik. He is from Tehran, Iran, and he is going to be beating SD Special Delivery Jones. Recently, I spoke with the Sheik, and here's his comments.
خدمت همه شنوندگان ایرانی عزیز سلام عرض می‌کنم.
Please, now just a second. Iron Sheik, what is Iran really known for?
Well, as far as I know, and as far as world know, they know Iran by two things. Oil number one and wrestling number two. And then everybody know about...
What about the pistachio?
Well, you know, I don't have to say about that. Delicious, best pistachio in the world. Persian pistachio, Persian cat, and then Persian carpet. Anything you name it, from A to the Z, halwa, and then anything you name it, we had it. Now, let me I say something about myself and that Persian...
You've never held back before, Sheik. Go right ahead. My time is your time on this program.
By the way, I want to say hello to that people. خدمت همه شنوندگان ایرانی عزیز سلام عرض می‌کنم، مخصوصاً پهلوان همه پهلوانای دنیا، غلامرضای تختی. همه دنیا میدونن خسرو وزیری, the Iron Sheik from Tehran, Iran, come to America to show American one thing, and that's the wrestling.
You know, you look just like that. Yes, sir, Arafat.
Don't worry about it. Russell Arafat have an oil. I have an oil. Palace, the gold medal. Palace, the world heavyweight champion. Palace, Iran, number one.
Very good.
Sheik, number one.
He is a former world champion. Please, the Iron Sheik. Please. Folks, let me...
10-minute time limit. Introducing first to my right, from Marion, Ohio, weighing 247 pounds, Charlie Fulton. His opponent, from Tampa, Florida, weighing 235 pounds, B. Brian Blair.
What an ovation from a young man from Tampa, Mr. Blair. Another wrestler from Tampa. Florida would be a gentleman who calls himself Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. Both wrestlers, extraordinary competitors. To the rope. And a clean break. Drop toe, nicely done. For a moment, it appeared as though Blair was a bit off balance, driving into Charlie Fulton.
Nice maneuver by Brian. Charlie from a hammerlock into a front face lock. Charlie Fulton reversing it back into a hammerlock.
And reaching back. Now that's an unusual maneuver and a very nice takedown by Blair.
Nice maneuver from a hammerlock into a fireman's carry. Brian is the only wrestler I've ever seen do that. And he does it very well.
The fans up in arms about something. Brutus beefcake. Charlie Fulton takes over. How about no?
Brian
But beefcake. Look at his physique. Very impressive. And a very impressive wrestler, even though we've seen very little of him actually wrestle. Look at the shoulders on this man. Blair, shoulder block, nicely done. Blair to the ropes again. Over Charlie Fulton. Right back at him. Charlie hooks him. Nice takedown. Kick out by Blair. Look at that maneuver by B. Brian Blair.
Nice headlock takedown by Brian. Now, Brian might be in a little bit of trouble here. If you notice that tape on his hand, he damaged his hand wrestling about a year ago, and he tapes it now to protect himself, and it's coming off, so have to watch that carefully.
Look at the sequence on that bow tie, would you? An extraordinary physique. What a name. Brutus Beefcakes.
Certainly someone that you're not going to forget in a hurry.
No, makes his presence well known, that's for sure. Blair and Fulton all locked up. Not much going on there at the moment. Fulton
trying to get under Brian's chin there. He had control of him if he could, but he was unable to do it.
Back to the standing position now. Fulton gives a heave to Blair. End off. Goes downstairs as Charlie Fulton right back on his feet now. Oh, going for the drop toe, then missed it. Blair nicely executing a drop toe hold.
And into a front face lock.
B. Brian Blair, quick as a cat, one of his great assets. Always thinking in the ring. Much like a friend of mine sitting very closely, Tony Gurria.
Well, thank you, Vince. Yes, Brian is an excellent scientific wrestler. Certainly a credit to his coach, whoever he might have been. And he was an excellent amateur wrestler, too, Brian.
Take down Charlie Fulton on the canvas. Referee with 2. And no, can't get him. Not too likely to. Fulton now squeezing a bit harder, I'm certain. Fulton. And B. Brian Blair having a go of it.
Charlie Fulton pulling Brian's neck back by distributing his weight. And Charlie Fulton in control of the match right now. Got a good grip on that head of Brian Blair.
To the ropes now. Blair goes downstairs. Fulton right back at him, over him again. Blair now hooked. Nice maneuver. And up and brings the momentum and his body weight into Charlie Fulton.
An excellent move by Brian.
Back to the standing position in the corner now, and not the place to be there with elected Charlie Fulton. Ooh, my. Charlie with another forearm. Fulton snapping the head back of B. Brian Blair.
At the moment, Brian would be seeing Styles about now after receiving those 3 elbows.
And there, the knee to the back, so somewhat of a submission hold here if they can push down in the chin hard enough.
That's putting a lot of pressure. That's turning that spine the way it wasn't meant to go. A lot of pressure on that spine.
Thousands here yelling Brian. Down to the canvas for the cover. He gets 1, 2, not only 2. Charlie, oh, he misses with the elbow. Apparently hurt his ribs in the process. Blair going downstairs. And more. B. Brian Blair off the rope. What a forearm right in the kisser. Blair on the rope. Elbow. The brain buster. B. Brian Blair really turning this match around. Blair scooping up Charlie Fulton. Slams him to the canvas, does he? And drives the knee. Blair and Charlie Fulton as Fulton now whooped off the rope. Drops all up a domino stretch.
And
Takes him down. Has the momentum. Shoves him over. Gets the 3 count.
well executed by Brian Blair. An excellent finishing hold.
Let's get the official decision.
Here is your winner, B. Brian Blair.
B. Brian Blair. Victorious. I think he has a few loose teeth there, but let's go back to what we saw. Here in the replay now, Charlie Fulton whipped to the ropes. Blair setting him up. Sidesteps him, wraps him all up the abdominal stretch, a hold that Tony Gurria made famous. Then from there, rolls him back over. Shoulders on the canvas, and B. Brian Blair gets the victory.
All right, fans, stay tuned. We're going to get you back up into the ring in just a moment or two for more exciting action. Get ready. The World Wrestling Federation back at the Fabulous Forum in Inglewood. Our debut there on Wednesday night, September the 19th. And what a card, I don't mind telling you. The World Wrestling Federation's heavyweight champion, Hulk Hogan, with a title defense against Jesse the Body Ventura. New ladies champion, Wendy Richter. Her title defense against former champion, now challenger, the Fabulous Moolah. Also on that card, Dr. D. David Schultz. Mad Dog Vachon has been signed to go against the Russian, Alexei Smirnov. Special Delivery Jones to meet the Iron Sheik. B. Brian Blair, by the way, is going to be going against Big John Studd. Then to the subject of a very interesting six-man tag. You fans in the Los Angeles area know the reasons for this one. It's going to be Wild Samoan Zafa and Sika plus Great Star from Mexico, Mil Mascaras, to meet the tandem of Murdoch Adonis and Captain Lou Albano.
You know, for the first time, Mean Gene, the championship committee of the WWF has finally done something to help us, to rid of us. You know, Mil Mascaras in one corner and Lou Albano in the other corner.
What are you saying? I hope you're not questioning the ability of Mil Mascaras, the Great Star from Mexico City.
I sure am. I'm questioning the ability of the WWF Championship Committee to put two morons on two separate teams like that and try to make it a six-man tag team combination.
All right, well, it's all as I think, a result of the questionable officiating on the part of Captain Lou Albano. It's going to be the Wild Samoan Zafa and Sika plus Mil Mascaras on one side, and then you, Adrian Adonis, and Captain Lou Albano. I can't help but believe he'll be as much of a hindrance as he would be a help in the ring as a wrestler.
That's probably true. You know, the only thing that's going to do it, everybody out there knows what we think about the Samoans, and everybody knows what the Samoans...
Well, this brand new mobile...
Scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. In the ring at this time, from Lexington, Kentucky, weighing 225 pounds, Billy Travis. His opponent coming down the aisle from San Diego, California, weighing 271 pounds, Jesse the Body Ventura.
Jesse the Body Ventura, he is something else again. Tony Gurria, have you ever seen a hairdo quite like Mr. Ventura?
Never, not in my entire life, and I don't think I'm going to see another one like it. I think this is one of a kind. He's an original.
Where's the body, huh? There's a good look at the face. Ventura, I believe, making reference to...
I think he's making reference to you, Vince.
No, I don't believe so. Ivan Putski more in his league. Jesse Ventura, take a look at those earrings. This is what they're saying. We want Putski.
I'm not sure that Ventura would want Putski, though. Not at this time. Not at any time.
Ventura with finally the earrings off, and now the body is exposed. Jesse the Body Ventura and Billy Travis. And Ventura very easily in control here. A nice reversal by Billy Travis. And Ventura reversing things. Yank of the hair. Joining Tony Gurria and myself, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Wolf, who last week was making reference to what I would think is going to be an explosion in the World Wrestling Federation in weeks to come, in reference to the impending arrival of the fabulous Freebirds.
That's right, Vince. These guys have been buddies of mine for a long time. And these guys have been tearing it up in the South, in Texas, all over the place. And we decided that we were going to get together, and we made arrangements with the WWF to bring the Freebirds right into this area. And we're really excited about it, Vince, because this is going to be my first shot at managing a real wrestling team.
You can again hear this crowd. We want Putski. Ventura with the bear hug. Ventura continuing to apply pressure on Billy Travis. Oh, my.
Any idea who his hairdresser is, Vince?
Well, it's certainly not Pat Pat. That's for
No,
sure.
I don't think so.
Ventura again making reference to the arm wrestling, and the Polish power Ivan Putski would certainly like to have another shot at Jesse the Body Ventura in terms of arm wrestling. although certainly one that would be officiated properly.
I think so. Wasn't too cool what he did the last time they met in that competition. I'm sure Putski will get even with him in the not-too-distant future.
If, in fact, that opportunity arises, it would seem to me that Mr. Ventura has done a great deal to make certain that that opportunity does not arise. Here, Billy Travis trying to find a handle on some way to escape. Tell us more about the Freebirds, all three of them.
Freebirds consist of Michael Hayes, Buddy Jack Roberts, and Terry Bam Bam Gordy. And they're three of the baddest cats from the South, as I said. And what really intrigues me about them, Vince, is not only can they fight, but Michael Hayes is one of the top rock and roll heavy metal singers I've seen in a long time. To the extent, Vince, that I've actually been able to get him a recording contract with CBS Records. And our goal is kind of to show that rock and roll and wrestling can make a pretty incredible marriage.
Well, there's no doubt of that. We certainly saw that with Wendy Richter and someone very close to you, Miss Cyndi Lauper.
I think so. It's like exciting because with all the problems that Albano gave us, Cyndi Lauper's record right now is undefeated. Not only that, she's the only manager to come in her first fight be a championship fight and win. So as great as he is, Cyndi, I think, showed him something. And me and the Freebirds kind of want to show him a little something too.
Well, we certainly look forward to that and wish you all the luck in the world. As Travis was, oh, look at that. Little pause there by Ventura, breaking the momentum of Billy Travis. Ventura with a chop that would take down an oak tree.
It's a tough one, Vince. Sly devil, that guy.
Ventura with Billy Travis. Holds him in the air very easily, drops him down to the canvas. And from there, drops the leg across, and it appeared dropping it across the face. Ventura, look at him pause. Look, he just thinks he's hot stuff.
He sure does. What do you think of that strut he has, Vince?
Oh, look at that. He almost dumped him on his head outside the ring. That's the kind of competitor Jesse Ventura is.
Here he is.
He doesn't care if he hurt someone.
The strut, Vince, what do you think?
Well, I'm not too sure about that. Certainly sure of the temperament of Mr. He's outside now. Ventura whipping Billy Travis back into the ring. Ventura himself back in now. Oh, no. Breaks him down with a knee across the small of the back. Ventura with Travis has him up. The backbreaker.
Oh, that's rough, Vince.
And the referee wastes no time in signaling the timekeeper to ring the bell. Billy Travis has had enough of the body.
Devastating hold. Look at him. Vince, that strut is nauseating.
Jesse, the body, Ventura. Victorious. We'll get the official decision.
The winner of this bout, Jesse, the Body Ventura.
Oh, he just thinks. Oh, there's no telling what this man thinks of himself. Jesse, the Body Ventura, victorious. As we'll go back now and take a look at the backbreaker as Jesse Ventura just about breaks the back there for sure of Billy Travis. Only then to hoist him up all the way up across the shoulders, and at 270 pounds, Jesse the Body Ventura chalks up another very impressive win in the World Wrestling Federation.
A manager extraordinaire for rock singing star, and a great one. Female Entertainer of the Year, in my mind, Cyndi Lauper. Dave Wolf, welcome aboard. And I understand you've got even more in store for the fans of the World Wrestling Federation. I know they're going to find it as a big surprise.
Absolutely, Gene. It gives me great pleasure at this time to bring on the fabulous Freebirds to the World Wrestling Federation. Come on, guys.
All right, Katie,
Michael Hayes. Talking about so excited. You know, there's a lot of people out there that know the Freebirds already. For those of you that don't, I'll lay it right down to you. Standing behind me, my big brother, 285 pounds of walking, talking, romping, stomping, graveyard destruction. Over to my left, my other brother, Buddy Roberts, 240 pounds of hot stuff, and he don't stop till he gets enough. And baby, what you're looking at is 250 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. Mama, I'm so doggone bad you'd think I'm unreal. Put it all together, and it's 740 pounds of Fantasia, the baddest wrestling team ever assembled. And you know, there's a lot of people knocking rock and roll, man.
Well,
a lot of people are knocking us because of the way we are, the way we were brought up on Brad Street. I'm talking about Bad Street, USA. The further down the block you went, the better it got. And baby, we lived in the last house. And if you don't like our long hair, they could just leave these long-haired country boys alone.
I like rock and roll, gentlemen,
No doubt
for the
about
record.
that. You know, I know there's a lot of competition right here at the WWF. It's happening all over the world. We're looking forward to facing all the competition. I know there's a bunch of nasty individuals out there, but you've got to realize we don't mind getting nasty ourselves if that's what it takes.
Terry, whatever you say, Buddy, quickly.
Hey, all I got to say is, Dave, we're not going to let you down, ever. The reason we're not going to let you down is because we've never let
The
us down.
Freebirds are here. Stay tuned.
This week's update concerns the self-professed Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Well, there's a little lady by the name of Amy McMullen who did some research on Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and came up with a little behind-the-scenes look of Mr. Wonderful. For instance, his name. Mr. Wonderful's given name is, and we quote, Paul Parlett Orndorff, Jr. No wonder he calls himself Mr. Wonderful. Let's go to the videotape.
That's a move I've never seen in professional wrestling.
Has him up. DiCarlo. Pile drive. The cover. And a 3 count.
I think Nick DiCarlo just lost about 4 inches in height.
Well, you can bet that Paul Orndorff gets a certain degree of satisfaction by delivering a pile driver to an opponent. However, one thing, of course, he does not like from time to time is the chants from the fans when they chant Paula, Paula. To further quote Amy McMullen, she says, add the fact that his first 2 initials are PP, and you've got yourself a pathetic individual. He's a great one, however, in pro wrestling.
Man, it's always a pleasure to have you, and you have come with one of the greatest, I know myself, one of the greatest wrestlers ever to come out of Russia. And I'll tell you the truth, not only maybe they don't know this about him, but the man is also a former Olympian. And when it comes down to the Olympics, I'm inclined to believe, and maybe I could ask you this question, that CCCP, yes, I could ask you this question possibly. I kind of think that the American athletes and the Canadian athletes, I think that they're kind of happy that Russia, East Germany didn't come, because that way they can just get a little more gold to take home, man.
That's right, that's the real truth. That's the only reason they can win, because Russia didn't come here. You know another thing, Roddy, I can't understand. All these pencil neck geeks, whenever their national anthem is played, they all rise. And yet when the great Russian wrestler here gets up to sing the national anthem, not one of these pencil neck geeks will get up.
I'll tell you. Yes,
the man, he wants to sing the national anthem. Is it all right?
Yes, just 1 second. You know, there's a lot of people out here like you. I hear some goofballs who are yelling all kinds of things. Why don't you jump on him? Oh, he ain't nothing but a goofball. But you know, all them people, they all stand way, way back in a barrier. And when you're talking about 280 pounds of meat, there's a whole lot of people that are all mouth men. But nobody's doing no jiving, man. Nobody wants to dance. Nobody wants to dance at all. And I like it because it means that you have managed to intimidate everybody. And I like it myself. You want to sing the national anthem, brother? Knock yourself out, man. Fantastic, man. Beautiful.
For one fall with a 10-minute time limit. In the ring at this time, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing 240 pounds, Jeff Lang. His opponent, coming down the aisle, hails from Los Angeles, California, weighing 367 pounds, Big John Studd.
There's no doubt that this man is a monster of a man. Indeed, a giant of a man. Big John Studd, look at him, towering over everyone else.
6'10", 6'11", I believe, and 370-something pounds.
Well, if in fact a man is listed at 260 pounds, he's a very, very big man. But this man listed at 360 pounds plus. What's he saying? Some of the fans about ringside are yelling Andre, I think. They're all yelling Andre. This drives Big John Studd nuts. Studd feels that he is the true giant. They're not going to let up on Big John Studd. Studd now, going to put a slam. Not much of an effort there, or if it was. John Studd just said, now who's the giant? And some of the fans about ringside all jumped up and said, Andre. That's not what Mr. Studd wanted to hear.
He doesn't believe Andre is the giant. He believes he is the true giant. Definitely a big man. Definitely a powerful man.
Jeff Lang, I don't think there'll be much of a contest here.
Doesn't look like it. He's got an outside tough wrist lock on him.
Again, John Studd takes exception to the remarks of this capacity crowd. Lang now whipped to the rope. John Studd, what a shoulder block that was. I think. They're still on it. Studd yelling, who's the giant now, and the fans are still on his case. To the rope, off. Oh, my. John Studd drops the elbow, covers Jeff Lang, 2, and make it 3.
360 pound coming down at the end of that elbow. It's a lot of weight to land on a man's chest.
That is a mountain of a man. Huge, Big John Studd. He is, yes, indeed, giant-like, if in fact not a giant in every respect.
Here is your winner, Big John Studd.
The giant Studd, and don't forget it.
Big John Studd not finding too many friends out here among his capacity crowd as he steps over the top rope. Nonetheless, Big John Studd will have one more mark in the victory column. And he'll walk from the ring wondering in his own mind, I'm sure, is he truly the real giant of professional wrestling? Let's go back. Let's go back now here. Big John Studd and Jeff Lang, as Lang is being set up. Lang was almost, look at him, shot into the ropes. And down goes Jeff Lang after that huge forearm. And as you said, Tony, 360 pounds crushing down in the chest of Jeff Lang. That was just too much for Jeff Lang. I wonder if, in fact, it would not be too much for the thus far undefeated Andre the Giant. Big John Studd, truly a giant of a man in the World Wrestling Federation.
me down like a killer shark. It's like a railroad running right through my heart. Checking them out the way I behave. Feel like I'm running on an empty cage. Oh no, not again. It hurts so good, I don't understand. Infatuation. It's so hard in the middle of the week. Maybe this is just all I need. Oh no, not again. It hurts so good, I don't understand. Infatuation.
All right, fans, the World Wrestling Federation back in Greater Los Angeles in Southern California at the Fabulous Forum out in Inglewood on Wednesday, September the 19th. And what a card indeed. In tag team action, six-man tag on one side, Mil Mascaras joining the Wild Samoans. The trio to oppose them, Dick Murdoch, Adrian Adonis, and Captain Lou Albano, Fast Count Albano. Title defense for a hometowner from Venice Beach. Hulk Hogan, the heavyweight champion of the world, to deal with the likes of the challenger from neighboring San Diego, California. He is oh my God, I can't believe Jesse Ventura. What next? Where did you get the hat?
Let me tell you something before you start jumping on my case, Mean Gene. I'm in mourning.
For who?
For who? Hollywood's own Truman Capote.
You knew the man?
I feel bad about it. Truman had a lot of good years and a lot of good writing left in him. In fact, I believe he was working on my biography.
You're kidding.
No.
Well, I wasn't aware of that. Let me ask you a question, Jesse.
What?
Before we get out of this title defense, would you show up at my funeral dressed like this?
Mean Gene, I'll tell you what I'd do at your funeral. I'd personally cremate you.
Well, I've been burned before, so I can understand. Go right ahead.
Yeah, you get burned again. You get burned all the time. But now let's talk about an incredible chump, Hogan. The Fabulous Forum, Los Angeles, California, right in your own backyard, chump. And you know, a lot of people, they've been coming to Jesse the Body, and they've been saying, can Jesse the Body pick up the 305-odd pounds of the incredible chump Hogan, get him over his head, and crush him in the body vice? Yes, it can be done. Very simply, it can be done, Mean Gene, and I'll tell you how.
I'd like to know how.
Because Jesse the Body, have you ever heard of a male witch?
Quite candidly, I've heard of a lot of things, but never a male witch.
Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene, and you incredible chump Hogan. I'm going to levitate you, Hogan, right into the air. I'm going to levitate you up on my shoulders.
Like David Copper.
And I'm going to crush the incredible chump. You're going to feel your spine tingling, your nerves racking, and you'll be heading for the chiropractor, maybe Franco Colombo, for the next 2 years. Chump Hogan, you're going down. Los Angeles, California. No more Rocky Balboa.
Get ready, the
You got
Fabulous
Jesse the
Forum,
Body,
and I'm
and I'm
doing
doing
right
you
back.
in, chump.